Osu game players love PP. When they're going to be playing a map and FCing all the circles, clicking all the circles, they're going to be getting the PP at the end of the map, and their PP rank is going to go up, their PP is going to go up IRL, and they're just going to be loving the Osu game, right? But in this video, I want to talk about Utami the Rizzler, where he was getting the no mod PP record on this map called Jashin Imperial Circus de Decades no Gonlei Giwa Ai Toshidu Zetsubo no Hana. And he's basically playing this map, and it's a map that a lot of people played before to get the no mod PP record. I think Rafis hopped on it and got like a 1.2k almost. But Utami, you were probably not expecting this, where he just came out of nowhere. He went to the shadow boxing realm, like he took a break after rizzling up everyone, and then he was like, okay bro, I'm gonna work on myself, started doing the boxing and started FCing the maps IRL, and then now he came back and he started to FC the maps in Osu game, and now he's gonna hop on Jashin and get this map and get the first no mod 1.2k and get the no mod PP record here. And I just want to give my thoughts on this whole situation about Utami the Rizzler, about Jashin, and I just think this map here, I just think it's a pretty cool play, right? The act is pretty freaking crazy. Everyone's pog championing him. Everyone's like, nobody expected Utami to come out of nowhere, where he used to be like a contender for normal one back then when Emmerich and all the other people were competing, right? But now he's just like, all right, bro, I'm gonna hop on Osu game and I'm gonna reveal myself and become the absolute GOAT to add no mod PP record here. And I just think it's a pretty cool play. And for some people saying, oh my gosh, it's a freaking another overweighted map again, bro, it is the top play of Utami Rizzler. Well, I don't think it's that overweighted. Jashin, like, it is a pretty farmy map for its difficulty, but the map is pretty hard still, and getting an FC on it is still pretty hard to do because you can get really nervous on it and choke the map pretty easily. But the map here, I think, is still a pretty cool play. But that's pretty much all I want to say about the Utami got the no mod PP record. I don't really have anything super that much to say about it, but I also want to talk about something else in this video. About, I saw this thing on Reddit and the Osu game where people are talking about this thing called is it legal, and this whole situation with is it legal, like, it's just pretty freaking crazy, right? Where I'm just gonna briefly explain what the heck is it legal is, where people are having these diagrams where they're outsourcing their tapping and they're like, oh my gosh guys, is this legal? And then this person, for example, Kesoayat, he has a domino, and this domino goes down a big ass array of dominoes, and it hits a ball, and it goes down a slope, and then it goes down a pipeline, and it goes down a slope, and then it bounces onto the keypad. Like, in theory, if you wanted to automate your tapping and outsource it, then you can have this dominoes thing to tap the Osu game for you. Like, if you had Freedom Dive, like, you know, in Minecraft where you have the note blocks and you can set it up with all the redstone and have it play to a song, you could probably do it with dominoes here for a beat for any map here. But the thing is, it takes so much dedication and time to actually exercise that and practice. I don't think it's like that legal. Like, probably it is legal because you're going to be outsourcing your tapping, but I feel like even if you were to actually get a play like that in theory, like SS Freedom Dive, all you gotta do is aim in the map, then yeah, I feel like you should get the PP for it, even though it's illegal, because the amount of time and dedication you put in to get that play and set up all the dominoes, it's just absolutely crazy here. And then there's also the other post about is this legal, where other people are posting their things about other types of ways for you to tap, or if you could predict the electron to go through a certain slots at a certain time frame, then in theory you can also automate your tapping and outsource it that way. I think it's a reference to that one electron theory, I forgot what it was called, but that guy was trying to figure out how electrons work in the world. And then there's also another thing where this person was like, okay, maybe you can use a seesaw to tap an Osu game, and there's a freaking seesaw where if you release K1 and K2 will be pressed by the rubber band, and they just have the situation where they also automate the tapping. Like, there's all a bunch of these memes in Osu game about is this illegal, and in my opinion, I think all of these mechanisms, if you were to actually have them work in practice and actually go through the effort and set it all up, then I feel like it should be legal and you should get that PP for it, because the amount of time and effort it would take to set all that up it's just gonna be so much. But I think in practice it's probably illegal. That's just my opinion on that whole situation. But that's pretty much all I wanted to say in this video. Just wanted to talk about is this legal in Utami Riz here. But besides that, I also want to talk about something else, where an Osu game, maybe some of you guys are looking around my profile and you're like, oh my gosh bro, he says quit W, and I just want to address this thing where I'm not really gonna be playing an Osu game anymore, because I just don't think it's super worth my time, because I don't think I get that much of an ROI if I like play it or stream it on Twitch and I'm like, okay, I'm like rank 4,000, like I'm good at the game compared to the average person, but compared to like the top G's of Osu game, you can't really compare yourself to them because they're absolutely ghosts. Like, Emmerich here. Like if I was a top player like Emmerich or something, then playing Osu is completely worth your time, right? Because you can gain a lot of status and money. Like it's just very worth your time if you're a top player to play Osu game. But me, like I'm good at the game, like compared to an average player, but like I'm not good. So I just don't think it's like the best use of my time, which is why I'm not really playing Osu anymore. Like this is not a complete copium like what other people say where they're gonna quit the game, but they actually come back like a month later. No, I'm actually done playing this game. Like I'm not gonna play it anymore. I mean, maybe I'll play it maybe like once a year or something if some weird off chance happens. But for now, I'm not really gonna be playing the Osu game anymore. I freaking completely uninstalled the game out of my computer and deleted all the beat maps and shit. And like, there's just freaking no way for me to come back. I mean, I can play and download it technically, but me having to download everything again is just gonna be a pain in the ass. So I'm just making that entry for me to play Osu game like just completely gone. So I'm not really going to be playing Osu game anymore. But me making videos, I'll still make videos occasionally, not really like as frequently as I used to. And the reason why is because Osu game, personally, I just feel like it's not that interesting for me anymore. Like Osu game, like playing, I like playing the game and also talking about it, but playing the game I just don't think is productive for me personally, because I have some goals that are different from Osu and I don't really have time to pursue those if I focus on Osu. Maybe I'll play Osu again like once I've got my things figured out, but that's pretty much my whole situation here. So if you guys are asking me like, hey, you want to play a multi or some shit, like I'm gonna be like, bro, I don't play the game anymore. So that's the whole situation of that. This is not really a message for you guys to say if Osu is a waste of time. Like you got to decide that for yourself. My goals are different from the average Osu player now, where I used to have the goal where I want to get better at Osu game, but now I'm just like, okay, like what's even the point? Like I did a lot of thinking about it, and it's just my own personal decision. I'm not really out here trying to convince you guys to quit Osu game. It's just what I'm gonna do, and the reason why I'm gonna continue making Osu videos is because I've been making videos for a while on this Osu game, and it will just feel weird if I don't. So I might as well just keep it up for now, and maybe later I'll just not make videos on this anymore. Like it's just kind of, I'm just gonna continue doing it because it's easy for me to keep making videos and is to quit making videos, and it's not really that much of a time sink anyways, like an hour or two a day making a YouTube video. But that's kind of just a rant there about this Osu game. And yeah, I just want to talk about Utami Get Riz and the dominoes, is this legal, and all these other things. All right, but that's pretty much all I want to say on the side of YouTube here, and yeah, I'll see you guys.